Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just recording how I make some of my acrylic press-on nails. I am using these full coverage coffin nail tips from Amazon. Yeah, definitely Amazon. My Mia's Secret monomer. So I take a nail file and I kind of just file off. The nails have like a little tab at the end of it, so I just kind of file that off. And now I'm preparing my brush. I did clean my Galaxy brush finally. It looks so much better. Okay, so these acrylics that I'm using are from Banggood. They come in a pack of I think it's like 24 different colors. The colors are gorgeous, but you kind of get what you pay for. This acrylic is a really cheap acrylic. It takes some getting used to working with them, but they get the job done. They're just cheap. You can tell the quality. They're kind of grainy, but once you get used to them, like you can work with them. But yeah, they're cheap, so I wouldn't really recommend using these on a client. Just kind of like for practice maybe. Like if I were making this set for someone who had purchased it, I probably wouldn't use these acrylics. As you can tell the quality. So, alright, so I have a lime green one and a highlight yellow, and I just kind of created a slanted ombre. Now this glitter I picked up from Michael's, and just with my wet brush, I'm going to pick up the glitter and kind of just go over that blend there to kind of hide it, because like I said, they don't blend that great. They're not really that good. And then I'll take these little yellow sequins that I don't have a clue where I got them from. And I'll just add that for embellishments. And then I think I add some like gold foils for embellishments as well. And then I cap that nail. Oh my God, excuse my nails. All right, I took off my Valentine nails. Haven't had time for silk off, so they're just kind of like sitting on there. And my other hand is full of cat scratches. So typically I would cap with clear, especially if this was for a client, but I'm kind of running low on clear, so I just used my translucent pink from Mia's Secret. It's basically clear as well, and cap that nail. Okay, so for the index finger or the pointer finger, I'm using a cover powder, also from Mia's Secret, to create a reverse French. When you're going to do a reverse French, you kind of want to drain, after you pick up the powder, you kind of want to drain the back of the brush a little bit, because you want to be able to mold the acrylic. If it's too watery, it's going to run everywhere. You're not going to be able to mold it. I'm kind of perfecting that shape with my brush, and then I do let that set for a little bit, and I'll go in with my hand file to kind of perfect that shape. You don't have to do that, but if you want it to look super crisp, it's a good way of doing it.
Okay. Dancing beat. Hi everyone, I'm your best friend, back in town again.
for the middle finger, I am taking this glass paper or angel paper or whatever it's called. Um, and I don't even remember where I got it from. But I have a bunch of colors, so I'm using this like yellowish tone one. I'm gonna kind of roughly cut the size that I want. So I do want it to go kind of slanted on the nail. And then I'm gonna crimple it up or wrinkle it up so that it has that kind of broken glass effect. Then I take, yep, my IBD glue, and I'm just gonna put some glue on that tip to kind of secure it. Some people use acrylic, but I think it takes too long and the paper's sliding everywhere. With the glue, it kind of just sticks on there right away. And then once it's on there, I'll go ahead and then add some clear acrylic on there so it can set completely. And so this is, yep, that's white. Little, okay, sorry. So I'm doing a marble with white powder. Now, white powder is from OPI. I was just running low and I put it in a smaller container. So I'm doing a marble with that lime green, that highlight yellow, and that white. And so those powders are kind of cheap, so it's a little hard to marble, but if you work with them very like wet, you can get it to work. So just with the tip of my brush, I'm kind of just swirling those colors in there. And then again, I think I add some glitters into the seam. I definitely do, just to hide the seam where the acrylic and that angel paper meet. And then I also cap that in the natural pink color. Okay, so I'm going back to the index finger, and once that acrylic has dried, I go ahead and file and perfect it. Now I'm going back in with the green acrylic and a green glitter that I think I got from Walmart. It has like gold little flecks in it. And then once the middle finger is dry, I kind of go in and I file off that excess angel paper that's hanging off the sides, because once I cap, I want the acrylic to be able to attach to the nail. If it can't attach to the nail, it's just sitting on top of that angel paper and it's just gonna lift up. Okay, so on the ring finger, I'm taking the yellow and the green glitter again, and I'm just gonna create kind of like an ombre, not too thick, just kind of just um, covering the nail a little bit where you can still see through it. And then I'm gonna take yellow and green flowers. I think I got those off of eBay. I'm not sure. I've had them forever and I haven't used them, and then I just found them today. So just placing the green on the yellow glitter and the yellow on the green glitter, and then I'll add an extra couple of embellishments and then capping that nail as well. And then on the pinky, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to do a full marble nail. I'm using the acrylics, like I said, using them kind of wet and kind of just swirling them into each other. And I also add, some glitters and stuff and capping that nail as well. Um, I forgot to mention that little checker holder, I definitely got that one off of Amazon. It was probably like between $6 and $8. I don't remember, but it's on Amazon. And it's definitely a lifesaver. I like using it. It's a magnetic, so the nails sit on there without falling off, and you can take the lid off and put things inside. I'll try to leave that in a link to that below if I can find it. So once I cap that nail, in the next couple clips I show you kind of how I file my press-on nails. And then I don't think I do any stones or crystals on this set because it was already like bam, like already too loud, like just it is fluorescent. So Alright, so I go in with my hand file and I want to make sure that I get the sides of that nails nice and crisp, because when you're adding acrylic, they tend to kind of get thick and bow out. So you just want to straighten up your side walls. And this is normally how I shape and file my press-on nails, just by hand with my press-on nails, because um, sometimes the sanding band with the e-file is a little too rough and it kind of takes the design off if the nail is not too thick. You don't really want to make your press-ons too thick, because then they'll just look all bulky and weird on your nails. So you can see that like I didn't cap it good enough, so my file kind of took off a little bit of the foil, but that's fine. So I usually just hand file, but I think I do go in another clip with an e-file to kind of show you, if I did have to e-file, how that would work. And of course I buff each and every nail just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And I cleanse with alcohol. Now, you're supposed to use a non-wipe because then you get all these little fuzzies on your nails, but I ran out. So, yeah, so I definitely use an e-file for this nail because it was a little bulky. And then you can see how I do that. So I went ahead and filed the rest of the nails off camera, and now I'm going in with my D&D non-wipe gel top coat. I kind of like this top coat. It's growing on me. Normally I would use my IBD if it was for a client, just because I feel like it holds a little more, but this IBD is not too bad. And I do go underneath where that angel paper was, just because it is kind of see-through, so just adding that clear kind of makes it a little more defined and transparent. And then I'm going to clear that, and here are the clips of my nails. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.